Hello, Bible readers. It is Monday, February 22nd. We're reading from 2 Chronicles chapters 13 through 16 and 1 Corinthians chapter 9, 1 through 27. 1 Corinthians is about Paul as exemplar, the example for whom the church should look to as a source of wisdom and kind of do as he does, right? This chapter is a digression from the arguments that Paul has been making, to the church in Corinth about what exactly you should do. And here Paul is just trying to justify his own authority and the example that he sets for people who are hearing this letter. It's one of those moments, we still do this like crazy today. People will buy people's books, listen to their podcasts, follow them as influencers on Instagram or whatever other social media. We look for ways in which we can follow other people, right? Trendsetters, influencers, whatever words you want to use. Paul is trying to be an influencer in his own time through this letter. And he's talking about how he enjoys Christian freedom. That doesn't mean how he likes it. It means how he has genuinely this freedom. I love this definition of Christian freedom: the capacity to choose the thing that is required. So it's not Christian freedom is not I get to do whatever I want. It's I have the capacity to choose the thing that is required in this situation. And so, for example, for Paul, if he needs to not eat meat in order to help this group of people see and know God, he'll do that. He has the Christian freedom to not eat meat. If this group needs him to be whatever, fill in the blank, he can do that. He has the freedom to make those choices. Love is what is required. So if Christian freedom is the capacity to choose the thing that's required, well, love is what's required. That's what he's telling the Corinthians. And love is, as Paul defines it, perfect slavery, as you are in complete service to someone else, and it's perfect freedom. And that love, that kind of love, chosen through Christian freedom, requires discipline. These are things he's trying to convey to the Corinthians and show, this is how I do it. I don't doubt, he's saying to the Corinthians, I don't doubt your self-love. Now fashion that kind of love for your neighbor. Love people where they are, and you will connect with their greatest needs. This is where he says, I become all things to all people, which can be a really misconstrued and misunderstood line that Paul says. He's not saying I'm a chameleon that just wants to be liked by everybody. He's saying I can meet what is required from that group or that individual. So it's an interesting, that's his example that he wants all of us to follow. The Chronicles chapters, we've already, through our readings in Kings, heard of these kings Abijah and Asa. You've got Abijah in Judah going to war with Jeroboam. We get clear numbers here, which 400,000 picked men versus 800,000. As one who reads a lot of history, that seems like a lot of people. I wasn't there, but it feels like a kind of an exaggeration here. 500,000 die as Abijah wins. Abijah, not so bad, according to the chronicler, right? Pretty positive painting of Abijah. And then we get Asa. His trust is vindicated. His trust in the Lord is vindicated as well. The chronicler mentions the seeking of the Lord 8 times in the chapters 14 and 15. Obviously, this is an important aspect to one's relationship with God, according to the chronicler, seeking the Lord. And stewarding the temple is a commitment to the Torah. That's another piece that is really important to the chronicler. In chapter 16, we see Asa's false trust trip him up. He exemplifies a good person who's turned bad. He gives into spiritual complacency. And that's why we're all here, is to remain not spiritually complacent. We want to keep growing. And so that's why we're Bible readers. I am one with my God. My God is with us, all of us, at all times and in all places.